my favorite gig of the year. Let's kick her off. It's an honor and a privilege. Darkest
ain't sleeping with the bartender, babe, you gotta go. I never know what to say to that, Betty. I'll take one more pork chop in a can. If you ain't fucking me, feeding me, or paying my bills, babe, the bar is closed. Reason and dignity roll, and they flow through the holes in the pockets of my clothes and onto the floor. Ain't no one here paying my hammering, girl. Now drink 'em up. Betty, I got enough electricity to wake your mama up. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. We're on the floor. This is the closing song. Despite all of my existential handicaps, but it is displacement. You're doing me, it's doing me wrong. Doing me wrong. Baby, but you gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. You know I love you, baby, but you gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. Love you, baby, but you gotta go. I know you love me, baby, but I gotta go. Oh, if you ain't sleeping with the bartender, babe, you gotta go. Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Walt Falbo and his Falbonauts. This is Brad Handsome shooting the shit with you on this Friday, January 8th, 2021. We're going to be playing some more music tonight. Hopefully you can hear me just fine out there. If you have any requests or things that you want to hear, go ahead and shoot them in the chat. Or you just kind of sit by the edge of your seat and we'll play what we can. So, like I mentioned, that was a solid rock block to kick off our Friday from the Falbonauts. This week I do know we had a birthday in the clan somewhere out there. I assume out in Urbana some ways, on Cottage Grove, in that vicinity. We've got Mr. Nick Stein, true friend, big time birthday boy. We wish him the best, and if he's listening out there, we hope it's a good one. You had a good one this week, and we're going to try and celebrate a little bit with you as well tonight. So, in order to celebrate, let me just go ahead, get prepared there. I'm opening up a Busch Light just for you, Nick. I'd lie and say that that's my first of the night, but it is my second Busch Light of the night. Sure to be the second of many. So stick with us. We'll play a little bit more music. What I want to do to honor our good friend Nicky here is play a song of his that I really do enjoy off of his old band, The Fights, record called Off Your Horse. And this one kicks off that excellent album. It's called Nights Like These.
You're never the one to play. I'm only human card. On nights like these, turning the other cheek is so hard. It's nights like these when the priest becomes the pervert and the skies are filled with stars. You see, your body wasn't meant to house the heart. So preachers, suckers teach, but no one will ever learn from nights like these. Fingers asleep with the keys and eyes glued to the monitor. You read. I'm gonna live like I'm in an old movie. I'll have the other actors send letters to me. I'll open them up with the old movie Morning Sun. The people I know dress like people on TV. They'll head the other direction when they happen to see me. They know better than the room. I see a skeleton shrouded in mystery, hanging on a chicken wire, laying right next to me. Alone on the rock pile, a gateway to history. I see a skeleton bones. I see a skeleton laying there glistening down by the railway track along the old dry stream. Under the neighbor's barn like on a movie screen, I see a skeleton bones. Silent like an old guru, hid like the purest spring, cold as an ex-lover's touch, judgingly smiling but listening, yes, listening. Skeleton shrouded in mystery, on a chicken wire laying right next to me. Alone on the rock pile, a gateway to history. I see a skeleton bones. I see those skeleton bones. How did they get here? Have I been alone long? I see a skeleton bones. Dance on my grave, dance on my grave. Don't be hurt when I'm in the dirt. Dance on my grave. Well, I've had such a lovely time in such an ordinary life. Even though I'm checking out, doesn't mean there should be any doubt that the party goes on and on if we all keep us singing along. Don't be strange, say you'll still misbehave and dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Don't get down when I'm underground. You dance on my grave. Say you'll have another round. Say you'll burn the whole place down and shoot that whiskey with a smile and show your ass once in a while. But if you get sad and alone, you best leave yourself at home. Send me off right, come on and get tired. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Don't be hurt.
test turns in your heart. Sometimes we fight, it's not always time to make it alright. If it makes you feel good inside, to dance on my grave when I die, I'll be there and I won't care. Come on and dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Don't hold a grudge when I'm in the mud. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. Dance on my grave. You can never hold back spring. You can be sure I will never stop believing. The blushing rose, it will climb. Spring ahead or fall behind. Winter dreams the same dream every time. And baby, you can never hold back spring. Even though you lost your way, the world keeps dreaming, dreaming of spring. So close your eyes and open your heart for the one who's dreaming of you. And you can never hold back spring. Remember everything that spring can bring. Oh baby, you can never hold back spring. Oh baby, you can never hold back spring.
Mama said nothing good ever comes from love. You soak your pillow with tears and smoke 2 cigarettes at once. And she'd write me all the suicide notes. At least I knew she'd think about me before she'd go. She did this on law when she moved to Mexico. Wouldn't even let her in when she got sick and came home. There's a story God wrote about us before we could even talk. There's a wind that blows across Texas when they buried you under the stars. And I think about you now. In the ground. They put her on a boat when she was just 19. She chain smoked with the captain, laughed and drank gin. She was off then to marry Ed. All the things she could have done if she wasn't run by men. There's a story God wrote about us before we could even talk. There's a wind that blows across Texas when I'm driving out here in the dark. And I think about you now. In the ground. And she hated to see us grow and do well, have a future and get beautiful. It's sad to say I'm the same way to you. Every action I take's a little jealousy youth. There's a story God wrote about us before we could even talk. There's a wind that blows across Texas when they buried you with the stars. And I think about you now. In the ground. You're only aging slowly, 'cause your heart is in the habit. Take something from bad, take something from good. Got a million things to tell you about this place in Alabama. Found the pages of your letters sealed underneath the wood. Will these words come out like battles? I remember when that mattered, when the fighting for a whim made your heart feel like it should have a home now. Make good money, call my mother. She's still lonely. I know time and space don't heal the way that you would feel when you were young. This is what we drank. Contagious. It was strange and so undone. Yeah, I think I saw the future when that band played that song. You were standing in the back room, you mouthed the words along. Have a home now. Make it mine. Call my mother. She's still lonely. I know time and space don't heal the way that you would feel when you were young. I forget the sinking ship. I'm adding up the wages. Now I'm counting cashing in. We're out here with all these pirates, chemicals and code. I know that when I'm weary, you're always back at home. You have this home. Make this mine. Call my mother. She's still lonely. And I know time and space don't heal. Maybe you don't need to feel the way you do when you were young.
Holding out my hand, this could be a mess. We said we'd have to drown, now I must confess. The clouds have gone away and we'll count to 10. Watch my world turn dark, now it's coming back again. All we've got is time, put your hand in mine. I love you, man, high and river deep. Take a deep breath, put my hands in the wind, bring my world to a stop, then you wind me up again. Said I wouldn't need you and I'd never settle down, but you bring me to my knees, never knew I'd come around. All you got is time, put your hand in mine. I love you, man, high and river deep. So honey, as our worlds collide, let the bells of glory chime, something like an ocean tide. I love you, man, high and river deep. Love you, man, high and river deep. Oh, so honey, as our worlds collide, let the bells of glory chime, something like an ocean tide. Love you, man, high and river deep. Holding out my hand, this could be a mess. We said we'd have to drown, now I must confess. The clouds have gone away and we'll count to 10. Watch my world turn dark, now it's coming back again. All we got is time, put your hand in mine. I love you, man, high and river deep. All we got is time, put your hand in mine. I love you, man, high and river deep. I love you, man, high and river deep.
All right. That was the Bashful Young'uns. A couple favorites of mine. Well, Carrie and Aaron and all the other people that play in that band, I guess, you know. They're okay too. But Carrie and Aaron especially, I do miss these days. Before that, we heard from Rebecca Rigo and her former band, or maybe still kind of her band. I'm not so sure. Rebecca Rigo and the Trainmen. And Aaron, you said you ran into Rebecca today.
Yes, she is here in town.
There we go. Sorry, I've got your mic up now.
She's here recording in town.
Recording with, well, is
James Treckler.
this confidential information? Are we breaking news here?
Oh, I don't think so.
So she's recording with James. That's really exciting. I'm excited to hear
Dear friends, yeah.
what they come out with this time. So we are going to play a little bit more music for you tonight. If you do have requests, just let us know. Aaron, you have a look on your face as though like there's something you want to say.
Well, I think it's time that we do a tarot card reading for your mother.
Oh, it's early, but yeah, for my mother, she might go to bed early.
Exactly right.
We can do a tarot card reading. So again, we will be reading tarot cards for people throughout the night, trying to glimpse into the future to see what sorts of things portend for you. If you are interested in getting a reading, just give us a holler, and we'd be happy to do that. So for our very first tarot of the night, we're going to go to the deck, and a listener from last week, my very own mother, Sally Olson, asked if she could get a tarot reading this week. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead. I've got the deck in my hands right now. I'm going to kind of cut it a few times here and there.
And let me just say, Sally is a wonderful woman. She birthed you, which is great.
True.
Very grateful for your existence. So thanks, Sally, for that. We wouldn't have a radio show if not for Sally.
Of many things. We wouldn't have the whole hog shoot, would we?
We wouldn't have the hog shoot Opry, the many things.
Well,
so we're very grateful for Sally.
Well, yeah. All credit to my mother. So, Mom, here we go. I know my mom's a good Catholic. This might be, I don't know if this is too pagan for her, but we're going to draw you a card anyway. So,
well, she did ask.
She did ask for it. So, it's on her. In the eyes of God, I am clean. So here we've got our deck. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a cut. And then this card that ends up on the top is going to be yours, Mom. Ooh, the King of Swords. This is a pretty good one.
Ooh.
I think So let's go ahead. Let's see what we see on the card. We see a ruler, a king, sitting on a throne. He's wearing a white robe with kind of a red cape draped around his shoulders. He has a very kind of placid demeanor on his face, wearing a crown, and holding a single sword, righteously and majestically. So Erin's got the computer up because neither of us know how to do tarot. So she's going to read for us what we might think the King of Swords could represent for us in the days, the weeks, the years even to come.
Indeed, yes. Well, the King of Swords is a symbol of intellectual power and authority, and has the courage and intellect to achieve all that she desires. When this card appears in a tarot reading, you are in your own power, ruling from a place of authority and respect. You stand firm in your truth and express yourself with deep conviction. As a result, others pay attention to what you have to say. The King of Swords indicates that you have clarity of mind and can perceive the truth. So it is up to you to take the lead with providing an objective point of view and making decisions based on impartial judgment. You're well positioned to judge your situation appropriately and identify any limiting behaviors getting in the way. You're also masterful at keeping your emotions in check while you draw upon your intellectual power and mental clarity to ascertain the truth. You cut straight to the point and get to the heart of the matter for maximum efficiency and impact. While you may worry that you are not being particularly caring or sympathetic with others, this detachment is what you need most right now. I think this is
that a good card? Yeah.
I think it's quite poignant,
It is, right? I mean, it's the head of the suit.
Of course, and I think that, while I've spoken with many of my compadres about, the COVID crisis and such, I think it's been quite moving to me that your parents, your mother in particular, who this card has been drawn for, has been very flexible in terms of how we interact, whether it's in like a warehouse type situation.
Right, yeah, we're doing our Christmas in Dad's machine shed.
Exactly, right, yes.
Yeah.
And so I think that this is what it speaks to, a certain degree of empathy and wisdom.
Right. Well, my mom's a very wise person.
I know.
So let's play some music for Mom. I'm not sure what in the library would appeal to my mother, Sally Struna Olson. But I have a hunch she might like the chickadee sermon. Do you think she would like the chickadee sermon?
Absolutely, and we love you, Sally.
We love you, yes, very much. I think all mothers would love the chickadee sermon.
Of course.
So let's go ahead. We're going to toss back over to some music. If you do want a tarot card reading coming up in the next hour or two, just give us a holler and we'll be happy to read one out for you. But for now, enjoy the chickadee sermon.
Oh my gosh, Hog Shoot, how we doing? It's super late. My dad called me and he was like, you told me you'd get the truck back by 11:30, and I was like, Dad, shut up, I'm at 11:30 a.m. It's a joke. Hog Shoot 18, Chickadee Sermon.
How do we get better? Oh, where do we begin? People writing letters, seeking solace from the pen. Oh, but I'm still holding on, standing in the eye of the storm. I'm still holding on to you. There's nothing you can tell me that I don't already know. My feet have started walking, but my head's afraid to go. Oh, but I'm still holding on, standing in the eye of the storm. But I'm still holding on to you. There's a twist and turn and roll. We're all forced to travel down, sometimes without knowing. We take the long way round. Oh, but I'm still holding on, standing in the eye of the storm. But I'm still holding on to you. Oh, but I'm still holding on, standing in the eye of the storm. But I'm still holding on to you.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks so much. We're so happy to be here. Can we get the drum wedge down just a little bit? Well, we're the Chickadee Sermon. We're gonna play mostly original songs for you tonight, but we might play a cover or two. We'll see how it goes.
I should start feeling something, but I feel about the same. Whoa, ooh, ooh, ooh. Cold, cold water, I feel it in my bones. Rain coming down, and I better get back home. Whoa, ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I trust you just or only as much as I trust myself. Like the way I trust the interstate. I've got somewhere to go, and I got faith and a belief in the man who made these roads, and trust that he wants me to get where I need to go. Be a system of turns, a pair of lights, and a stereo. Be a system of turns, a pair of lights, and a stereo. But only one knows what happens next, and it's our God, our Father, the GPS. Yes. With every shadow's a threat, still I swear that I don't think about death. No, I swear still that I don't think about death. Thanks, y'all. That's a song that I used to play in a band with Clayton Rabenort over there. Just throwing. Where's Sean? We're just throwing names around. That's a song by a band that I played with Clayton then called The Fights, and I was realizing that it's 5 years ago that we put out our first CD, and it's 5 years doesn't sound like a very long time, I guess, in the context of the lifetimes it feels like we go through when we move and we change. And I've been feeling, leading up to Hog Shooters, just feeling a little sentimental about all that. I think there's a good chance that friends that I have here, I've probably within the last 5 years, probably maybe even met you and your band at this barn. And basically I'm going to do a quick 5-year anniversary of the first Fights EP that nobody asked to hear.
But I was thinking about these songs and thinking, well, shoot, I still like them, and I haven't played them in a real long time. But I'm just gonna go through those. But yeah, how about Clayton? Thanks, Clayton. I usually make him play with me. I was joking earlier, I didn't know he played a normal guitar. We always make him play that steel, slippy, slidey one. We'll meet just like before, always behind closed doors. But you tell me the truth, so I believe you. Oh yes, I believe in you. Those microphones in your windows, no, they don't hear you like I do. No, they don't hear you like I do. But if they can't love you, I do. No, if they're not allowed to love you, no, I still do. Well, I should have been the one to bury you. Oh, I'll be the one to bury you. 'Cause I'm the only one who knows how. You're the only one who knows. You're the only one who knows how to love you. Those microphones in your windows, no, they don't hear you like I do. No, they don't hear you like I do. Like I do. Thanks, y'all. We were getting set up in here last night and saying it's going to be a little chilly. We got that propane heater working earlier. Probably turn it on here after a while. But I was saying, oh, that thing's got me feeling real good. I'm going to be able to tear it up on the guitar. And everybody was like, oh, for the first time, you're going to try that, huh? Everybody knows I don't play guitar. I make my friends do it. But this next song, also on that First Fights EP, is a song that's old enough that I don't remember writing it, which I don't have a lot of those. But a song called "Your Heart Is the Coldest Thing That I've Ever Had to Hold." When the fight started, we decided we were going to be a country band of sorts. And being a little unsure of ourselves, we decided to make funny titles like that. I still find it funny. It's too long. It's too long to name a song. I know that I probably be happier without you. But the truth is that I wouldn't take you back. Should you ever ask me to? But just so you know, yeah, just so you know, yeah, just so you know, your heart is the coldest thing I've ever had to hold. It's black or white, but I'm feeling green. No, not in the edge, just in between. So wide of glad I wouldn't take you back. You don't even have to ask me to. But just so you know, yeah, just so you know, yeah, just so you know, your heart is the coldest thing I've ever had to hold on to hold on to hold on to hold on to. Thanks, y'all.
This one's for the kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been losing steam, but I'm not a goddamn machine. Fire up my little heart while I've still got one, ticking like a clock. But never left my little box. Throw away my good ideas, most I've forgotten. Why don't we just readjust? Why don't we just readjust? Why don't we just readjust? Fed our minds with food, fill the tank with fuel. Simply live in groups, but lost our trust in it. Now our nuts and bolts are interchangeable. Somehow, one by one, we're still self-destructing. Why don't we just readjust? Why don't we just readjust? Why don't we just readjust? It's in my nature, it's in my genes. Modern life can be pretty mean. Maybe it's stupid, perhaps it's fair. Maybe I'll learn not to care. Bodies smashed and Thanks, guys. Here's a couple more for you. I wanna be alone, I wanna be known for having a heart so black. To boom and bust, a belt of rust, and a burden on my back. Fall apart without fire or fanfare. On your mark for the human race. Tell myself I'm getting my fair share, a little more than a dying way. When do you say I've had enough? Settling down before I've started up. Only dust rises up from the ash. These buildings weren't built to last. A legacy made of broken glass, and we didn't even breathe fresh air. I was moved and touched and shoved so much. All I did was wax romantic about a give and take that was bound to break, given the integrity of plastic. A little rain will cave my roof in, a little weed will crack the road. Power lines lose power so easily, and after that will be unknown. Trembling trees with crowns of crows line the streets where houses ain't called home. Only dust rises up from the ash. These buildings weren't built to last. A legacy made of broken glass, and we didn't even breathe fresh air. Only think that they might have been right. Some people who've been taking flight won't get lost in the middle of the night, 'cause it's the middle of the night somewhere. Only dust rises up from the ash. These buildings weren't built to last. A legacy made of broken glass, and we didn't even breathe fresh air. You ever think that we might have been right? Some people who've been taking flight won't get lost in the middle of the night, 'cause it's the middle of the night somewhere. Only dust rises up from the ash. These buildings weren't built to last. A legacy made of broken glass. We didn't even breathe fresh air. that make? Is there proof? Does there have to be for you to genuflect on worn out knees? Masses to ashes and dust to rust, organic matter for depleted crust. Left it better than it was found. You should have known better than to come around.
Ooh, caught you in mid-purr. That was the Neoga Blacksmith Piesaw Rock Block there. We heard Formaldehyde and then Depleted Crust with the gratuitous noise outro.
True story.
Any local band must have gratuitous noise outros. This is the Champagne sound.
It is indeed.
This
And
is the
I just
champagne
wanted to
sound.
share with any of our listeners right now that there was a time when Brad did not live in my house, and at that time I used to drive to his house every other day and put on the song Formaldehyde.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of to just get myself kind of amped up.
It's, I guess, a
I
hit.
guess it's romantic,
I guess it's a hit.
but
It is. I mean, it's a song about zombies and attempting to use like witchcraft or voodoo rituals in order to raise a loved one from the dead. Do we have something unfolding in the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have an idiot cat who loves to get on the counter. Leo, get down from there. What a moron. Real Hanyak. That's a word that my dad used to use all the time when I was growing up, and I've never heard
is
it
a
used.
Hanyak?
I have no idea. We'd have to call my dad and find out what a Hanyak actually is. But it's basically what Leo was just being. It's basically kind of reckless, kind of careless, a little bit smug and defiant.
where it's like you know what's wrong and you know what's right, and
Yeah.
you actively choose to do what is wrong. Anyway, so we're actually going to do a reading.
Okay. Well,
for-
yeah.
for-
In
for
the
our
meantime,
dear friend.
In the meantime, if somebody wants to try and Google the origins of the term Hanyak for me, that would be really great. So we're going to do a reading for who again? For our
dear
birthday.
friend, our birthday boy.
Our
Nick
birthday
Stein,
boy,
who
Nick
is
Stein.
such a noble, wonderful character in this
Okay.
town.
Let me clear my
A
beer
dear friend of all
out of
ours,
here.
Yes.
Dear friend Nick, we played some of your songs earlier, but now we're going to see what the future might hold for you. I don't know how old you're turning. I'm going to guess you're turning, 23 years old. So we hope that you're going to have a great 23rd year here. 23rd trip around the sun, Nick. It's going to be a good one for you. And so we're going to turn to the cards and just ensure that that this year to come is going to be a great one for you. So I'm shuffling it right now. I'm going to bring our deck over here
He
now.
truly is shuffling it very thoroughly.
I really have-
Actually, this is more
I've been
thorough of a shuffle
I've been
than
shuffling as we've been listening to music, so it should be pretty well shuffled. It felt to me like we're drawing the same card multiple times a lot, it seems. So hopefully we're going to like break the pattern.
Of good
23,
cards.
nailed it, just like the jump man, Nick says. Yeah, Michael Jordan. His royal airness.
Did you say Aaron?
His royal airness. We had a friend back in high school who we were all getting on AIM on the AOL Instant Messenger.
My favorite app.
And our friend Bennett, he was a farm boy just like yours truly, but he was less like tech inclined, and he refused to like sign up himself for an AIM account. So we went to his house one day and we set one up for him, and we asked him, what do you want your screen name to be? And he's like, I don't care, do whatever you want, just make something up. So we made his Royal Airness 85, and it's one of my favorite all-time screen names.
Well, it's way more creative than mine
Royal
ever
Airness.
was, which
All
was
right.
just a Nair girl, which was Aaron backwards.
All right, so for the Jumpman, for Nicky Steinstein,
All right.
we're cutting the cards.
Stack
it on top.
Let's actually, Nick. Why
I'm
don't you?
feeling
Why
it.
don't you really send your energy towards South Urbana right now?
Aaron, I have a process, okay? And my process is just
All
kind of
right, all
like
right,
shoot
all
from the
right.
hip. This is shoot from the hip tarot. We're not overthinking it here, I think.
The shoot the shit tarot.
It's the shoot the shit tarot. Okay. So, we don't know tarot, but we're going to read your card here. What was I saying, Aaron? Look, what was I saying? We had this card on the first... I don't know. What are the rules here? Do we draw another card? This is
absurd.
You
How
saw
did
me.
this
You were
happen?
witnessing me.
I witnessed all of this.
Shuffling the cards. Well, Nick, I guess just the universe has spoken that you get the King of Swords again. I think what we're going to do a past, present, future for Nick.
Yeah.
So the King of Swords is going to represent Nick's past.
Exactly
The
right.
next card will represent Nick's present, and the card to follow will represent his future. You got the same as Mama, as Sally Olsen, the King of Swords. So we can remember kind of what this means, Aaron. Do you remember some of the gists of this?
Yes, indeed.
We shuffled real good.
Mental clarity, power, authority, and truth.
Mental clarity, power, authority, and truth. So, you can expect maybe in Nick in your past you were feeling a lot of these things, that you were feeling a lot of mental clarity, maybe a creative outburst. Let's see what your present might
Which
hold.
makes a lot of sense in terms of COVID and stuff. Like
could be,
feeling
yeah.
like something has changed.
So let's see what the present is. The Four of Pentacles. So on the Four of Pentacles now we see, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look here a little bit closer. Looks like, I don't know, he's kind of like a hunched down dude wearing a red robe. He's got his feet on two pentacles. He's kind of cradling one pentacle in his arm, and he has the other almost like it's a halo above a crown on his head. So there's not a lot going on. It's a pretty sparse card. But Aaron, do you know much about this Four of Pentacles? Can you tell me anything
This
about
has to
it?
do with some emotional and physical conservation. Trying to kind of keep things in.
Times are tight. Emotional and
of
physical
course.
conservation. Yeah,
Yes,
you don't
indeed.
try not to share too much these days. A lot of people struggling, having a hard time. But
It suggests that you may be totally secure, but you're still trying to save up.
yeah, and Nick's asking if those are Dragon Balls. It is my belief that it is like canon in the tarot kind of lore that the Pentacles are Dragon Balls, and so he might expect like maybe some good, creatures. I don't even know.
A dragon.
How does a dragon? Perhaps is that what comes out of Dragon Balls? I thought other things came
I
out of
don't-
the Dragon Balls.
I actually don't know what Dragon Balls
I've never
are.
watched that show, so maybe
No,
that's
I
some
think
homework.
Dragon Balls, isn't it Dragon Ball
Oh, it's
Z?
Dragon Ball Z, but I don't know what that's about.
Neither
I
do
assumed, I thought it was just like Pokemon, right?
I've never had
The Dragon Balls
I've never had
hatch
Pokemons. I've never watched
different-
shows. I don't know nothing.
Dragon Balls. Anyway, I don't know either. All right, so we're gonna look into the future now. The future
Ooh.
foretells the Six of Pentacles. Now, on the Six of Pentacles, we see a man. He looks really regal. He's holding a scale in his left hand, and kneeled at his feet look to be like two beggars. He seems to be tossing them some money into kind of their open palms. They're kind of, awaiting some kind of blessing from him, it seems, financially. So, Aaron, can you clarify? What does this mean?
Indeed. I mean, this is a very good sign, especially given the trajectory of the reading. So you have perhaps accumulated wealth as a result of your temperance. You give generously through charitable donations, fundraising. You support good causes. Even if you're not financially wealthy, you offer up your time, energy, love, and support to those who are in need. knowing it will be appreciated. Giving of your time and wisdom, it is often just as spiritually fulfilling as giving away money or gifts, and the intangible gift of your presence is received just as well, if not better. There may be times when you wonder if you can truly afford to give generously to others, and the wise advice of the Six of Pentacles is to trust that every contribution you make is valued and will come back to you threefold.
I really like that card, and I think it does apply to Nick in a lot of ways.
So much so.
He's a very busy guy, very musical, gives a
Indeed.
lot of himself to the community, as I know a lot of the, these guys do,
As an early waker myself, I'll sometimes
Yeah.
wake up very early in the morning. This was back when Nick was making like golf course posts, like from the
Sure,
the
sure.
sunrise posts or whatever.
Yeah.
Very early in the morning, and I'd be the first to see it because I just like can't sleep in at all. And it would always be like the nicest thing to wake up to.
Well, that's a really nice thing to hear. I'm sure, he's
Yeah.
got a good photographic eye with those sunrise photos and
Absolutely.
things. So,
Happy birthday, Nick.
happy birthday to Nick. I think that's, it's a nice reading for you for your birthday week. I think what we want to do, though, Nick's such a giving person with his time and his talents to people. Let's play a little bit of some stuff that Nick has given his talents to. So I think we're going to play. We've got a little bit of a fights heavy playlist tonight, but
I have no problem with
we're going to make these guys who are listening to themselves a little bit more. And then we'll maybe find some other music that we can rotate in.
will.
So here we go. This is one that we were just looking up not too long ago. And this is off of their album, once again, Off the Horse. And this is
my favorite.
your favorite song? Or your favorite album?
My favorite fight song.
Favorite song of all time?
My favorite fight
song? It's a pretty good one.
My favorite local song of all
Okay.
time. We can put it that way.
I gotta say, it's a really good one, too. Way up there. Way, way up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one's called, what is it? Ain't Scared.
Just a cigarette. And I know that you still pray for my soul. But mama, if the devil's real, I'll tell you I ain't scared. No, I ain't scared. It
It's called Old Oak Tree. Here's a little song about Bob and Mary. They met under an old oak tree, hitched a ride on a river ferry. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. They wound up here in Ohio on the banks of the Hocking, wide-eyed and full of wonder. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Bob was working, framing homes for the company, nailing up quarters on lumber. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Mary worked hard on the garden, carrots, potatoes, and greens all day long, spring through autumn. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, around that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. The stars were shining with the full moon bright and free. Bob and Mary took to each other. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. 9 months later, Mary's pushing. Out comes a little baby. Within seconds came a second. That surprise second was me. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree. Hey, old oak tree, be the death of me. Here I am many years later, riding on that same ferry, escaping the land I come from. Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. What's out there beyond the mountains? What's out there beyond the sea? What's out beyond the horizon? Dee-dum, diddle-um, diddle-a-dee. Hey, round that horn in an old oak tree.
Just before they closed up the lid, me and the others, we carried the box. almost fell down in the rocks. I took her out and laid her low in the ground. And nothing you could do but watch. Honey, some say the dead will walk again. And I hope it's true, but not about you. House is quiet, nobody around. Lit the gas and I burned it all down. Windows busted, the sky turned black. I got the car and I drove out of town. Time was burning, I threw out the map. It hit the window of a Cadillac. I revved the engine up the mountain ahead. Where I'm headed, there's no coming back. Unless, honey, the dead will walk again. Well, I hope it's true, but not about you. Honey, some say the dead will walk again. Well, I hope it's true, but not about you. They write my name in the book of the dead. The priest signs a cross on my head. Look close enough and you might even see a little smile before they close up the lid. Honey, some say the dead will walk again. Well, I hope it's true, but not about you. Oh, honey, some say the dead will walk again. And I hope it's true, but not about you.
I had a dream last night while I was laying on my bed, and the whole world was standing still, and the moon was turning red. I saw a sign in the sky. I have come to set you free. There's a light shining brighter, shining down on me. I saw fire, fire and brimstone coming down on my head. I saw fire, fire and brimstone coming down on my head. I looked around, I saw eyes, I heard a voice saying, "Come to me." I got a rumbling beneath my feet, and the whole world was shaking free, and the sun was standing still. Everything was dark, but I could see. I saw fire, fire and brimstone coming down on my head. I saw fire, fire and brimstone coming down on my head.
windows and makeshift curtains. Granted wishes make for easy burdens. Headlights on the sign of flat, quarter mile down, paying respects and they'll be down soon. Oh, so high-speed turns and roadside flowers where split seconds convert to long, lonely hours. Kitchen table and open fields and the things that you trust time to heal. Record player won't spin anymore. Grease has been dry since the last Cold War. Oh, they'll be down soon.
I'd prefer not to share my space. Keep your meals and my interests at heart. I prefer to be alone should I fall apart. Headlights on the side reflect, quarter mile down, paying respects. They'll be down soon.
If every part of you's performative, then each and every ounce of you's accumulative. And who the hell would really want a piece of it? Conservative, comparative bullshit. Every action is demonstrative, so each and every fire is indicative. Heed the call to evolve past the primitive, competitive, dissociative bullshit.
You want me to believe you were born to say it's just like my teeth. There's something rotten just beneath. Just like these streets. Shit for veins just beneath the surface. Spit it up. Spit it up. Where'd you get that sweet mouth that you want me to believe you were born to say? Just pigs in clothes, sniffing out the gold. We're well-dressed pros, shoving shit up our nose and down our throats. Spit it up, spit it up. Where'd you get that sweet mouth that you want me to believe you were born to say? Sweet baby got turned around. Everywhere's always been
shouldn't have left you alone. She shouldn't have left you alone. You had to make a stand, a soldier's hand, her battleground. You didn't give a damn. Not a loaded gun in the morning sun. You had some fun, but then you had to run. She shouldn't have left you alone. She shouldn't have left you alone. Got a weaker side, I try to hide. It's easy to tell when it turns to hell. I try to push it away, just like you do when you pray. Didn't work today, and now here I lay. Shouldn't have left me alone. Shouldn't have left me alone. But I'm alright. Taken without, and I love you all the same. We've all been away the way I couldn't see. Lovely times, I'm getting well. Accordion man, but he sure looks like hell. So bring it up, yeah, boy.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Dave. Pride. Joe. Right out of the hospital, man. Welcome. This is Clayton Deary. Sarah McAllister. Nick Stein. Thank you, Dave Pride.
about my debt. Now I'm hanging with 50 bottles on my front porch. Yeah, dream about that easy life I can't afford. I've never been there, but they tell me it's nice. The worst part about being poor, man, it's being poor. You're dreaming about having that easy life. You're dreaming about that easy life. You're dreaming about that easy life. On my front porch, yeah, dreaming about that easy life I can't afford, yeah.
There they were. You heard him there. That was Colonel James Presents. Old Brycey boy. Love Bryce.
boy.
I miss Bryce. I miss him dearly. I miss a lot of my friends dearly. I hope that we can get together soon. Aaron and I, we're both Tier 1B for
Indeed.
vaccinations. So
As are several of our
several of
friends.
our friends who work in the food service industry or in education.
Really, it's just any job that
Any job.
requires you can't work from home.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty big population to pull from there. But we hope to get vaccinated soon. Hope to have an Opry sometime, right?
Indeed.
So this is going to be our sign-off for the night. But before we go, we should do one reading. And Aaron, should it just be like generally for the big C? She's giving me the moon symbol, the crescent moon symbol, which, folks, as we know, can only stand for one person. And that is Mr. Clayton Deering. Clayton Burke, man of many names. We're going to do a little tarot reading for Clayton, and then we're going to play, I think, one song. I don't know what it will be yet, but then we're going to sign out for the night. So here we go. Clayton, I'm going to shuffle the cards again. I'm just going to make sure that these are really mixed up. We
can't have another.
We cannot have another
episode.
duplicate. It was a true episode that we hope not to duplicate here. So I'm going to shuffle them up again.
He's really shuffling.
I really am. I'm hoping to do a really good job.
As far as I can tell, we only have 3 listeners.
This is fascinating radio, so I can't imagine why that would be the case. All right. So, all right, there's our deck. Clayton, I'm going to cut the cards for you. Stack it back on top. And the one on top here is your card. Oh, this is a new one. It's the Two of Swords. On the Two of Swords, we see... Let me just take a look. It looks like to be like a younger man. It looks a little bit like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is sitting kind of near...
One of my favorite actors, to be honest.
An ocean lookout. I know that Keanu's a fave of yours. He's on an ocean lookout. There's kind of a rocky outcrops just off in the distance, and it seems to be a little bit of an island even further off. He's blindfolded, and crossing his arms, he holds up these 2 swords. They point to the sky, and in fact, Aaron, you gave us the crescent moon symbol to call for Clayton to be our recipient. We see a crescent moon in the sky itself.
Indeed.
So, Aaron, what can you tell me? What does the Two of Swords typically mean? I don't get a good vibe from it. I have to be honest.
I have to be honest as well.
Yeah, it's not good.
This isn't the best card one can pull. The Two of Swords indicates that you're facing a challenging decision, but you are unclear about which option to take. Both possibilities seem equally good or equally bad, and you're stumped about which will lead to the best outcome. You must be able to weigh up the pros and the cons of each choice, and then make a conscious judgment. Use both your head, your mind and the intellect, and your heart, your feelings and intuitions, to choose the path that is most in alignment with your higher self. In a reading, it may be helpful to draw 2 cards for each side of the 2 swords. So I think that we need to pull 2 more cards.
Okay, well,
Because
yeah. I mean, if that's what the cards dictate, it's what it says.
It's saying that this card is like so unclear.
That you have to have more information.
Exactly.
So it's basically showing us like 2 paths he might take, 2 different
There's-
duality in his life.
There's
in some
so much
way.
conflict that
Some kind of conflict.
This card is like a card of indecision and.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll pull the next card. This is the 8 of Sticks. Or wands, I believe, is what the
It's
actual.
not stick.
I know.
wands.
I can't stop saying.
You keep
sticks,
saying sticks.
though, but they're just sticks. They're not really wands.
Alright, so the 8 of Wands is.
Yeah, that's what
it represents movement, fast paced change, action, alignment, even air travel.
Air travel. Clayton, I don't know if Clayton's planning any air travel.
He's
so
not an air travel kind of guy.
recap this for me. What does it stand for?
Movement, fast-paced change, action.
Movement, fast-paced change,
alignment.
action. Alignment.
Air travel.
Air travel. Okay. So that could be, maybe there's like Clayton's awaiting some kind of fast-paced change. Maybe he's going to take up a new job in like the Wall Street finance industry, and he's gonna live that going off to live that big city life.
Next card.
This other card is the 3 of Cups. Now, on the 3 of Cups, we see 2 women. I think I see 2 women. I'm gonna have to look a little bit closer. Yeah, 2 women. They're just like kind of entangled. It kind of reminds me, Aaron, of your tattoo of the Botticelli. Botticelli.
Oh yeah.
The Primavera. Is that what it is? The 3 sisters? But it looks a little bit like that. They're kind of tangled up. They're holding up their arms. There's 3 cups that are held up. Their feet seems to be kind of a floral garden. There's gourds and things and whatnot like that. I think I do know about the cups. I've learned enough now that like this is about like emotions or kind of that side of the psyche or the personal life. Is that true, Aaron? What do you know?
This card represents 3 dancing and celebrating with each other in a circle, raising their cups.
Oh, there is a hidden woman there in the center. I'm blind.
With it in a toast of joy and celebration, they look to one another with appreciation and honor and respect, and are bound in an emotional connection and friendship.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
Let me just say.
Yeah.
Let's look back at the Hootenanny.
The Hootenanny, yeah. A great place of friendship.
And a group of 3.
And a group of 3. Wow. I couldn't have... Aaron, that's really deep. What a great card for Clayton. And for us here tonight.
And so it closes by saying there's a sense of lifting each other up and celebrating each unique contribution to the group. The ground is layered with flowers, fruit, and a pumpkin, symbolizing the celebration of an abundant harvest, goodness of life to come.
Well, that is a great note to sign off on, I think, right?
Indeed.
I think that's a great one. So thanks for joining us tonight on Shoot the Shit. We'll be back next week. I'm going to try and do a little bit more research, dig up some new tunes for everybody. I've got some things in the archives I've still got to sort through. But in the meantime, we're going to go for a rare cut, a cover by our good boys, the Falbonauts, who rang in the show with a few songs. We're going to ring out the show with one song by them, a cover of a song by Dick Dale, the king of the surf guitar, and it's called Miserlou. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Good night. We'll see you next week.